Hello, good morning, beautiful people. How's everyone doing right here? And today is going to be our day 3 of our trading competitions. And so far, I did not see many of you guys who are actually posted to the Facebook group on your results yet. But nevertheless, I have been updating from time to time from day 1, day 2, and also day 3 results. So hopefully to help you guys gauge what is going to be the market movement recently. Now, in today's topic is going to be a special edition of our Crypto Talk. For those who are still new to this YouTube channel, please subscribe and also follow this YouTube channel. Click on the notification button so that you don't miss any important videos. All right. Now, and for those who are watching this on the replay, please type hashtag replay. At least I know that who had came across this video and had watched this video. All right. So good morning, guys. I understand that today is going to be a little bit special in terms of the content. And for those who are just tuning in or watching, good morning to you. And just type hello in the comment section. So at least I know that who is actually watching together with me. Now, excuse me. Now, today's topic is going to be a little special. I'm going to talk about some technical analysis. Now, for those who are still new, what is actually technical analysis? Excuse me, guys. All right. Now, I say when it comes to trading, right? If you do not have technical analysis skill, it is basically you are trading with a gambling mindset. Now, what is gambling mindset? It is something like you are not sure what is going to be the outcome be, but you just place your trade, hopefully that it will reach your target and enables you to bring some profits into the pocket. But of course, that doesn't really work because why? That is only a gambling. All right. Now, when you gamble, it is about like a 50-50 percentage of winning right here. Now, if you have the right skills of technical analysis, you are going to do some technical analysis on those charts, on those movement to ensure what is going to be the next market movement before you place a trade. So now the percentage of winning, if you know how to do your technical analysis correctly, it will greatly increase the chance of winning the trade rather than you just gamble by just placing a trade based from your emotions. All right. Now, without further ado, today, since it's going to be is the third day of our trading competitions. All right. So for those who are unaware, we are having these 7 days trading competitions, which actually gives out the prize. This is in collaboration with Bybit, and which give it out the prize of the first prize of 300 USDT up for grab, second place of 200, third place for 100 USDT. Now, for those who are not in the competition yet, make sure you register for your free Bybit account. The registration link is in this video description, and look for the registration for your new Bybit account where you can start trading, and all those trading volume will be recorded. And if you met the scoring for the competitions, you will be rewarded as well. All right. Now, for those who are interested to participate in the trading, today is only the third day, so it is still not too late for you to participate in this competition. So if you are interested and do not know where to sign up, please get in touch with me. I will send over the details for you to just sign up for the competitions and be in the run for the up to the 300 USDT up for grab trading competition. Okay, so now without further ado, guys, as promised, today we are going to go through a 5 major coins. Okay, the 5 coins that I'm trading currently right now, and to do some technical analysis to give you guys an idea how do I normally place a trade. All right. But of course, I'm just going to give you a very rough idea on how to do technical analysis so that at least you know that before I place a trade, what do I normally do before I go into my Bybit account and place that trade, and resulting to awesome and massive profits like what I've been showing in the Facebook group all as well. Okay. Now, without further ado, let's begin, guys. And I'm going to go to the screen that I will be sharing with you my chart. All right. Now, this is going to be a Bitcoin chart right here on a 4-hour time frame. Now, please ignore this box right here because this was my entry point to my current trade, which actually gives me about 1,000 let me just have a quick look. I think it's about a 1050% of profits from here. All right, now please ignore this. And what are these thing right here? For those of you who are new, this is the price movement of Bitcoin USDT. Then the page that I'm showing you right here, it is trading view apps that I'm currently using in order for me to understand the price movement before I even place my trade. Now you can see that there are some blue color lines right here. Okay, so all these blue color lines, I was the one who actually draw it, so I can actually remove it by just clicking at some buttons right here. Let's say I try to remove it. So there goes the blue color lines, and there goes the blue color lines, there goes the blue color lines, and there goes the blue color lines. All right. Now this is an empty chart. So you can kind of navigate it from 4 hours to 1 hour to 6 hours and to 1 day chart as well. All right. Now, before we go in, just for those who just begin to understand what is technical analysis. So what do traders normally do? Now, let us zoom in a little bit. This is a daily chart. Okay, so that means each of these vertical lines right here, which we call it as candles, it is a day of movement. This is 24 hours for that instant. Let me just highlight this for you. So this particular candle, let's just zoom in a little bit. This particular candle itself, it is a downward movement because it is in red color. So with that being said, the price movement on this particular day, which is on the 26th of August, it has been moving down and up. Okay, so there's some activities going on here on the 26th of August, but majority of the movement, it is going downwards. While on the green color candle like this, it shows us that the price is moving upwards on this day, on the 9th of September, which is the day that we started these competitions right here. Now, this was yesterday. The price is moving up and down a little bit, and it go up again and it go down. That you have formed these small little green candles right here. Let me just zoom in, make it bigger for you to see. All right, this was yesterday, and this is the new candle today, which actually has about like 22 hours to finish this. So now the current movement right here is whereby the candle is kind of like moving downwards for the past 2 hours or so. Now this can be going lower or it can be going higher. Now the question is, if you don't have any trades right now, what should you do? Should I place a short trade or should I place a long trade? Because the price here, it doesn't really give us an indications on where the price will go. So that's where a technical analysis will help you to determine or to kind of like give you a rough idea where the price will go before you even place the trade. Now let me just zoom out a little bit. There's another line that I have drawn over here. Okay, now, first of all, I would like to see the general movement on a daily time frame. Now, from daily time frame, I will zoom down to 12, 6, 4, 1 hour, 30 minutes, 15, and all the way down to like probably 1 minute to understand the general movement of that particular day. Right now, I am actually seeing some upward movement for the past 4 days, and on this day today now, it is kind of like moving a little bit downwards. Right now, what I'm going to do here is that right before I do anything, I would like to see some similarities, or is there going to be any patterns that I can identify right here? Now, what are the patterns that I can actually see right here? Can you see that this row of candles kind of like forming a line? Okay, let me just draw it out for you so that at least you can see what I'm seeing right here. There you go. Okay, can you see that all these candles kind of like line up in a line here, this group? Okay, this group, and it touches here as well, and it touches this as well, and this part is where we call it the breakout. Okay, so you see like the candles is going down, down, excuse me, and going up again, hit the line, go down and hit the line, and it kind of like break out from the line, go down again, and all the way up to have this massive breakout. Okay, now when you have this kind of movement, what I'm trying to do right here is to predict the next course of actions or the next movement that Bitcoin might actually take. Now you can see that from this trend line, and there's another blue color line here that I draw earlier. Now, what is this blue color line means? Now, this blue color lines, it is what we call it as the support line or the resistance line. Now, what do you mean by support and resistance? For a simpler sake, okay, we just try to find the point where most of the candles will touch us. Like for example, this one, it touches here, touches here, touches here, touches here, touches here, and it kind of touches here. If I would like to make this point touches, you see, like the more point that it touches, the more stronger the resistance or the support line will be. All right. So let's say I draw it over here. Okay. Now, what I'm going to see right now, it is a descending trend line that has already been formed since 13th of August all the way down here. Then you have a major breakout last a few days ago. Okay, now what I'm going to do right now is to identify what is going to be the next movement, in which we can't really tell by just looking at this chart alone. All right, it can go down. Excuse me, guys. It can go down and it can go up as well. All right. Now, what I would personally think, okay, this is not financial advice, guys, but this is what I normally do for my trade. This is just to identify the movement. Okay, what I personally think, okay, every upward movement will follow with the downward movement. Okay, can you see that? Every upward movement will follow with a downward movement. Every upward movement will follow with a downward movement. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up. All right. So guess what's the next move? It might be going down, or it might continue to shoot all the way up here as well. Okay. So now you can see that there's always this dilemma between traders, among traders, right? You can't really tell where the price will actually go. Okay, so what I do and what I use in order for me to identify the price movement, it is always the strategies that I applied on. Okay, so charting works doesn't only requires you to predict the price movement, but it also involves in how well do you use your strategies that you have placed. Now, in this case, I can actually plug in some indicators. Let's say I'm going to use this one. Right, then you can see a few lines that actually pop up right here. I'm going to delete this first. You can see there's a green line, there's a blue line, there is a green line, yellow, green, and also blue. Now, what is actually these three things right here? So this is the average, the moving average lines. Okay, this is the fastest line. I think it was going to be the 10 EMA, the 20 EMA, and the 50. There's supposed to be another one. Yeah, there it goes. This is the 200 EMA right here. Okay, so if I'm zoom up a little bit, so you can see there's the four lines right there: 10, 20, 50, and 200. Now, what is the significant thing that you should understand from here? Okay, it will kind of like give you an idea on where are the directions that the coin wanted to move. All right, now let us zoom into this area and have a look to this area. Now, can you see that the yellow line, okay, I'm going to take the reference of the yellow line, which is the 20 EMA, and sorry, the 10 EMA, and also the 50 EMA, for instance, okay? Now, the moment when the yellow EMA crosses down the green line, it will shows you that the price is going to move down, because this is actually what happens, all right? Now, if you watch some other example, this one, can you see that the yellow EMA crosses above the blue EMA? Can you see that the price is going up? So that is kind of like it gives us an idea on where is the directions that this might form. Now, can you see that the yellow line is pointing upwards right now? And also the blue one as well. It wanted to point upwards, and plus the red candles right here, it is sitting above the green line. The green line is the 50 EMA. Now, what I can actually tell that probably the price, it kind of have a little bit of movement down here. Now, as long as it doesn't cross below this 50 EMA, it's still struggling to go upwards. Okay, since this two line is pointing upwards, so it wanted to point upwards. Now, what I will say is that I would say the price for Bitcoin right now, the way I see it, for the next one day, it still has the possibility of moving upwards. Okay, let us just zoom in a little bit. In the green color EMA on the 50, it marked this level of roughly about 21,550. So as long as this holds as in support, it will have the tendency of moving higher. Okay, so take note of this. If it's still holding above this line of 21,550, it has the possibility of moving upwards again because of these two lines is pointing upwards, and this EMA 50 here serves as a good support. All right. Now, if you don't believe me, now let us look at this. Look at this area right here. The candles actually closes below the green line, which is the 50 EMA, and eventually the price going down after that. Okay, then you can come to another part. Let's say probably this one. Okay, the candle closes above, slightly above the 50 EMA. Then you can see that the price is going upwards until it crosses down, then it goes down. Okay, so when it comes to here, since it's already broke through this 2 EMA, I would say that it would like to use this 50 EMA as a support to go higher. All right. So as a conclusion, what you can do from here is that I would expect that the price of Bitcoin is going to go higher all the way until this level of 24,300, roughly about there. But of course, the movement might not be so smooth of all the way up here. It might be a little bit choppy of going up a little, going down, up a little, going down, but subsequently will reach to this level. That is what I am looking forward to the Bitcoin price. Okay. Now, apart from that, if for those advanced traders, let me just remove this. For those more advanced traders, you might not going to use only one indicators for you to trade. Right? Like myself, I don't use only one indicator. That was just one example to determine the directions that it will go. And sometimes I would just draw more trend lines and also a more reference line to see that what is going to be the possibility of the movement. Like for example, the trend line that we have drawn earlier on that I have just removed. So I'm going to see like, I'm going to use this as a reference. If let's say the price of Bitcoin go down all the way here and it touches this trend line, it might have the possibility of going up again or break through the trend line to go anything lower. Than if it is going lower, how low it will go. Of course, all these details right here, I will share more about it in the meta trading strategy course, where more indicators will be introduced, more combinations of indicators that makes up the strategies will be shared in details, how you are going to use those strategies to maximize your trade, all right, to gain massive profits from your trade. Now, in short, as a conclusion for Bitcoin price, as we are going to go through 5 coins today, for the Bitcoin price, I strongly believe that it is going to move all the way up here. That is at least the very least that I'm hoping for. And of course, again, guys, this is not financial advice. This is just what I believe and the strategies that I have placed. And yeah, I'm looking forward for the Bitcoin price to move all the way up here to this level. Okay. So again, it's not financial advice, guys. You can follow if you want, but do your own research. Okay. Do your own research. Now let's move on to the next coin. That is for the Bitcoin price. I think that it should move further away from here. Okay. So as for the Ethereum price, Okay, now from Ethereum price, you can see that there are already some blue line supports and resistance line that have just drawn, and there's some trend line, the ascending channel, which is not valid anymore, and I haven't really removed that yet. Okay, since this already has some lines here, I'm going to explain it from here right away. Now, this is Ethereum daily chart. Now, on this Ethereum daily chart, you can see that the price has been going up. Okay, especially from the 7th of September, which is like 4 days ago, it kept on going up, up, up. All right, until this very day. This is today. This is the red small candle, which has been just formed about like 1.5 hours ago, almost 2 hours right now. And what is going to be the next price actions that I'm going to expect for Ethereum? Okay, now you can see that this is a support line that I have actually drawn right here. Now, in this support line itself, you can see that the price broke through the resistance, and it might want it to go down. So, in the simpler words, any candles that closes above this line, it will use this as a support line, which means if, let's say, today the price of Ethereum goes down, and it will try to find a support on this line, either it will break through or it will go all the way up again. Okay, so this is going to be a crucial line to take note, guys. Okay, but personally, what I personally feel is that, since, let me just draw more trend lines right here. Oops, sorry. Let me just draw more trend lines right here. Now, generally, I would say that Ethereum has been forming a lot of like higher lows right here. So I would say generally the trend is quite strong to the upwards movement. All right. And if I'm going to draw more lines from here, you can see that a lot of is going to be an ascending channels, okay, that happening right here. So I would expect that the price of Ethereum to move in within this channel. Okay, it might go down, and yeah, it might go up again all the way until this channel. So expect this movement to be moving in these particular ascending channels in the daily time frame. Now, if I'm going to look at the smaller time frame, like let's say 4 hours, this is how it's going to look like. Okay, so the price might move up, find the resistance, then bounce down, find the resistance, bounce back again, and here it bounced back again, going up, haven't reached this but reached to the blue color line, go have a fake out right here, then it goes up, then finding support, then goes up again. And now what I can see right here, probably the price might going to go up to this level, roughly about 1805, roughly about there. Let me just zoom in a little bit, roughly about here. So when it reaches to this level, please take note. Okay, I would advise the rest of the students of the MTS course to probably take profit first, take partial profit first when it reaches to this level, because this might actually tell us that it has reached to a retest stage where it might bounce down, or it will do or have another breakout from here. So when it reaches to this level, guys, please make sure that you take your partial profit, collect your partial profit before the trade moves on. Okay. Now, personally, I would possibly feel that the price for Ethereum in the next 4 hours, it might go down a little bit, but of course, to how far it will go down, I am not sure, to be honest. But as long as it moves in within this price range, I think it is still considered a quite a bullish momentum, because for the past like let me see, for the past 10 hours, for the past 10 hours, it has been retaining the movement above this support line, which actually tells us that this support line is valid and is very strong. So as long as any candle movement that closes above this support line, it is still a bullish momentum. Now, my expectation for the price of Ethereum, again, this is not financial advice. This is only what I do for my trade. I would expect that the price is going to go down a little bit, but not too low. Nothing below this level at about like 1,737, roughly about there. And it will have a retest on this level. Okay, let me just draw a line here for the easier reference. I will personally say this is going to be the level to take note on 1377 1733.75. So I would expect that the price of Ethereum might go down all the way here, have a retest. Okay, it might broke down or it might go up. Excuse me. If it managed to broke down, so please take note on the next level at 1693. If it's not, then it's going to bounce up again and again up to this ascending resistance line. Please make sure that you collect your partial profit first. Okay, so that's the price for Ethereum that I can see. Let's move on to the next coin, XRP. Now XRP, okay, now XRP is not so promising, but it's not that bad as well. Okay, so I have some existing lines that I have just dropped out earlier on. What I will expect from XRP in this 4-hour time frame, I can see that the upward movement is still there, but however, it is getting a little bit weak. Okay, let me just draw this properly. Okay. All right. So I can see that the higher low has already been formed. Can you see that all the candles is like sitting on top of this ascending line that we just draw? So it's like going down and bounce back again, going down, bounce back again, going down, bounce back again. So for a couple of times, it has been retesting on these ascending channels. But when you come to here, it kind of like trying to break through it right now. Can you see that? So when it tried to get through this line, so I would expect it to go down all the way until here at this level at 0.3527 to have a retest. Either it will break through or it will bounce up. But generally, if I'm going to look at it on a different angle, I'm looking at this range right here. So I'm going to expect that XRP would probably in a ranging position for the next few hours or so before it makes the next drastic movement, either broke out from this area or broke down from this area, the way I look at it. Okay, again, guys, this is not financial advice. This is only what I believe in this trade off I'm having right now. Okay, now, to know more about this, of course, I will be teaching in a more detailed manner on how to apply more indicators and the strategies for you to place your trade. Okay, this is just a very simple drawing to map up and to just kind of like averagely gauge the movement of the coins. That's it. Okay, so it is not the actual strategy application as yet. Okay, so again, like I said, this is not financial advice. This is just what I am doing. Okay, now let's move on for, okay, now done with XRP price. Done. If for those of you who are watching right here, okay, if you understand what I'm trying to say right here, please type okay, so that at least I know that I'm not speaking to myself right here. Okay, let's move on, guys. Okay, XRP might going to move a little bit sideways for the next few hours before it makes the next drastic movement. Okay, so let's move on to a Cardano. Okay, ADA is kind of like look almost the same with XRP, but this will give me a little bit of this idea of having this a bull flag thingy. Okay, let me just draw more lines to show you this. What do I mean by that? Okay, so it kind of like gives me an idea of having this bull flag patterns. All right, now what happened is going to be like the compressions of this price movement as it goes into this tip of the flag right here. It has the possibility of having a breakout to happen either to the upside or to the downside. And we can't really tell until the candle closes above or below either one of these two lines right here to determine what is going to be the next price action that might going to happen. But personally, I would think that Cardano, okay, when you have this upward momentum, that it forms like a consolidations for the past 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 hours right here. I would say it kind of moving sideways, so it will kind of like move sideways for the next few hours before it has a breakout either to the upside or to the downside. Okay, that is going to be what happened for Cardano. And let's move on to Solana. Let's say now Solana has been having this very interesting U-shaped movement right here in this 4-hour chart. Okay, so this U-shaped thing. Okay, now this U-shaped thing, what will actually tells me here is that based from the movement or the momentum, you say, if I'm going to just look at 4 hours alone, I might not be able to tell the general movement of it. So most of the time, before we even apply any strategies, always do your top-down analysis, guys. So what is actually top-down analysis? Okay, go to the day chart, determine what is going to be the general movement or momentum that this price gave us. In this case, I can see that it's moving up for the past 1, 2, 3, 4, and today is the 5th day, and it's still in green color. So the whole general momentum is still going up. In 6 hours, it still wanted to go up still. For the next 4 hours, it is still wanting to go up. Okay, see that it's going up. And 1 hour, it is kind of like in the moving in the ranging positions right here. So I would say, if I haven't have any trade on Solana, what I will do here is I will place a conditional trade above this level of 35.46. Okay, meaning to say, if these candles move, let me just draw this line right here to just help you guys, roughly about this level, right above this wick. If the price movement move up and broke above this, it will trigger my trade, and subsequently, when I have this upward momentum for the next, let's say, how many hours from here? Let's say for the next 10 hours, I will believe that the momentum is going to continue to push up and break out this line and continue to go up again, because the highest point it has achieved, it is going to be roughly about 35.9. All right. So for Solana, I would expect it to move and push up all the way to this level. Okay. And it will give us an idea of whether this level is going to be retest to go down again before it broke up. So in general, for Solana, I will feel that it is moving upwards. Okay, so from the trend that I can see here, it will move upwards. But of course, again, guys, this is not financial and not financial advice at all. Okay, I will still need to do my own research and also applying the strategies in the MTS in order for me to determine what is going to be the next movement of Solana. But on another angle, guys, what I saw right here, okay, it might be shocking. Okay, let me just do it on another dimension. Oh, wow, what a great word. Okay, now I would saw something interesting here. Okay, and I just found a new area. Okay, and what I can see here is that Solana has been moving in the range of this yellow box that you just drawn, and it wanted to go down to this level again. So what I can see here is that ultimately it's trying to break out from the top level, but right now in a shorter time frame, like 1 hour, it wanted to go down. Okay, but to how low we do not know yet. But of course, when it go down to here, please take note that it will bounce up again or it will break through this level. Okay, so as for Solana, expected is going to have some sideways movement from here on. And as usual, when any coins that are having a sideways movement, please avoid to place any trade at all. Okay, because that is going to kill you and also make you panic for your trade. So try to wait a while until it gives us a more clearer identifications on where the coin wanted to move, either to move up, break up from the top level, or break down on the bottom level before you decide whether you want to place a long trade or a short trade. All right, guys, so I hope that you have a general idea on what is going to be the price movement is. Of course, this is not a financial advice. This is just to help you guys for those who are in the competitions. And hopefully this piece of information helps a little bit for you to determine whether you should place a trade right now or you should exit your trade for that instance. Okay. Now, as my previous post on Facebook concerns, I'm just going to re-enhance that. In order for you to win the competitions, okay, if especially when the price is moving in the range and it doesn't really move that much, so try to take more on a shorter time frame scalping a game, like a 5 minute time frame or maybe like a 3 minutes time frame. Fast in, fast out. Going fast, maximize your leverage, exit fast. So you are not going to see like massive 1,000% of returns, a few 100% of returns. You might not going to see that, but accumulation of a small win will actually helps you to contribute to your winning point or your score of this competition. Okay. Now, for those who are watching this video on a replay, please type a hashtag replay. I hope this piece of information help you guys right here. And for those who haven't started trading, you might wanted to sign up for your free Bybit account and enjoy up to like 4,000 USDT of bonuses if you meet your entry and first deposit requirements. Okay, I am going to sign up from here, guys. I hope you guys have a good weekend ahead. And also, if you have any questions at all that you don't understand, especially for the MTS student, you wanted to know more about the price actions right here, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. And for those who haven't started, make sure you registered for your free Bybit account. The registration link is in the description of this video. Okay, so thank you very much and all the best for you guys who participate in the competition. We still have another 4 more days left, and I'll see you in the ending line of the race. Okay, so thank you guys. Have a great weekend ahead. Bye bye.